Greetings everyone and welcome. Welcome once more. This is Marivon's Health Talk. So today we'll be talking on children's sexual health and the theme common mistakes mothers make that affects their child or children's sexual health. I know we'll be like, do children really need sexual health education? Yes, they do. And there are some activities or some things that we, the parents, especially mothers, we ignorantly do, without knowing it destroys or affects the sexual health of our children. Have you ever bothered to ask why a girl child of 9 years old is already having sexual thinking, sexual thoughts, is already having that anxiety for sexuality? Have you ever thought of how an 11-year-old boy child will be thinking of falling in love or involved in romantic activities? All these things plays back to us, the mothers and parents. And so today we'll be looking on how to properly do parenting or parental activities without affecting the health of our children. Now, the number one mistake we make that affects the sexual health of our children is stripping naked before your child or bathing with your child. This is very common with the African mothers, and they'll be like, "A small picking up. I'm not 2 years old. I'm not 1 year old." Who says that child is small? It will interest you to know that even an infant is not small or a unit. When you give birth to a child and that child is just a day old, that child isn't small because the child reasons, the child feels, the 5 senses are involved, they are properly functioning. The only thing is the child won't be able to talk. So how much more of a child who is a year old and above? And as a mother, you're bathing or you're naked before your child. Maybe it's a girl child, and the girl child will be like, why mommy, I'm a bit big, I'm being not small. You know, they won't say it, but in their mind, they are being skeptical, they are being inquisitive, they are like doubting, they are asking questions. Why is my own body like this? Why is mommy's body not like this? Why? They keep on asking those questions. And for a boy child, the boy will be like, why am I this different? Why is mommy this different? So all those things place a lot on the child's mentality, and it affects their sexual health. Parents, especially mothers, do well not to strip naked before your child. It's important you train your children to know that they need not to see no one else's nakedness except themselves. So to start this treatment or this upbringing, you need to stop dressing before them. You need to stop bathing with them. If you want to take a shower, make sure you do the child's shower first. You bathe the child first before taking your shower. Avoid bathing with your children. Another thing we do that affects our children's sexual health is we discuss our sexual activities before our children. Now, don't get confused. It's important to give your child a sexual health education. So sexual health education with your child is different from when you discuss your sexual activities with people. Especially mothers. I still bring this back to mothers, not even fathers, because 85% of these mistakes comes from mothers. You're with a fellow woman, you'll be discussing. Last night, I must have touched me. I deny now so it happened, And the innocent soul is there, listening. And the child will be wondering and imagining, what could this woman be saying? What even happened? I mean, the child is asking questions, and you are there, you will blow your story, you go, my master do so, me at home, do so. All those things, they are corrupting your child's mindset. Take note, children are little angels. And what your child grows to be or to become determines from what you put in that child. It's not all about taking that child for outings, buying ice creams and all whatnot. There is more to it than that when it comes to parenting. Now, We fall on the third point, watching romantic things. Your child don't need to watch television. And if your child needs to watch television, you need to place restrictions on what your child watches. It's very important. Oh, do you know that a 5-year-old child already knows how to romance? And you'll be like, no, I cannot do that kind of thing. Enough to do that kind of thing. Who tell you to do that kind of thing? The child is seeing. The child can hear. The child can talk. The child feels, but the 5 senses are involved. And you think that child watching romantic movies won't affect the sexual health of that child? When you see a case where a 5-year-old child and a 7-year-old child are practicing sexual activities, you'll be like, what's the lending kind of bad fashion? The lending for your hand, for television, and for your phone. Sometimes we just give our children our phones to use anyhow we think because it's a developed world, and we'll be like, for one country said, begin the 5 years, you already get phone. Therefore, you begin the 8 years, 12 years, now you hold phone. It's different. We can't compare our society to that of the developed world. It will interest you to know that a child there abroad might be using a phone, yes, but not actually doing what we here we are doing. Your child browses and goes online, feels free, and boom, the child now sees a naked picture, it may be a porn. It won't be strange for that child because the child has been watching it through television in your presence. And you see, when children, most often, are watching things with their parents and they see a case where maybe people are kissing or romance, they'll be like, they are shy. And you mothers will be like, cover your eye, cover your eye, cover your eye, turn your head so, turn your head so. So for you now, you wise person are picking a lie, even if you cover that eye, even if you make your hand so, it will peep through the fingers. Learn to caution your children. If you want to have children who are sexually healthy, control how you behave around them, what they watch, what they listen to, and the friends they play with. If you realize that you have a brother or someone with an opposite sex to your child, whom your child is too friendly to or with, pay attention. What am I trying to say? You have a brother, whenever he's around, maybe your 13-year-old girl child is like trembling, is afraid to be around him. There's a question mark. Or when he comes around, that 13-year-old child is too friendly. You know, they play at will. They just feel free. There is a question mark. You need to investigate. You need to investigate to know why this child is too friendly to this person or why this child is scared of this person, especially when it's an opposite sex. Because most of these things these children watch, they now tend to practice it, and some adults make them to practice them against their will, and they threaten them. You see, some uncles will be like, if you try to tell mommy to sleep, I will kill you. So you see, when that child sees that particular man or uncle, the child will be intimidated. That child will feel frightened. So if you don't monitor your children's activities, what they do or what they don't do, where they go, you won't be able to dictate red flags. So all these things is for you to help your child to have a proper sexual health and also to dictate any upcoming red flags. And don't forget, your child is your virtuous product. And if you fail to bring out that virtuous product, then vices will be inevitable. Don't forget, this is Maribon Praise, your favorite health talker, a health educator under WHA Health Trainers Programming. And it's propal that when you come across a video that blessed or gave you a right information like this, please do well to like and share. I'm open for questions in case you have questions, you have doubts, you need counseling, you need clarifications on anything health related wise, please get to me. I'm just a smile out of your DM. Thank you and have a nice day. Ciao.